Good morning everyone, happy Tuesday and welcome back to another week in my life. It's literally been forever since I've done one of these, since like the first week that we moved in to this new apartment in Raleigh, and I've just been really bad about like vlogging my weeks. I think just because like I started a new job and it's like a new area, so like I have been doing more like daily vlogs versus weekly vlogs, but I personally love watching weekly vlogs. You kind of get to see like an overview of someone's week, and I don't know, I personally just really like them, so I wanted to film one for you guys. It's been a while since I've done one. And then I've also been meaning to do a Q&A for like literally the longest time, but I personally don't love watching like Q&As and stuff like that. I prefer vlogs, so for that reason the Q&A will be at the end of this video. I haven't filmed it yet, but I think I'll film it on like Friday or something. And I'll make sure that it's like time-stamped, so for those of you who do want to watch the Q&A, you can watch that, and for those of you who then like want to just watch the weekly vlog, you can stop it once you get to the Q&A. That way, you know, you don't have to watch the whole thing if you don't want to, so I totally get that. So yeah, anyway, good morning, happy Tuesday. I'm just in the process of making my coffee this morning. I am so proud of myself. I've been saying for the longest time I need to start being a morning workout gal, so in order to be proactive with that step, my friend who lives in the same building as me, her name is Gina, we hang out like every single day, but we have decided that we are going to be workout buddies for the summer, and we're going to get up Monday through Friday at around either 6:30 or 7, depending on her schedule, and work out together. So that way, even if we're not like doing the same workout, we're just there at the same time, and that way it's like motivating to actually get up and go for a workout versus like me staying in bed and then being like, oh, I should work out after work. So that is one thing I am like in the process of doing. So that's what I did this morning. I woke up, I did a workout. I actually have, if you guys have watched a couple of my previous videos, the shoulder that was really sore, it's actually probably the worst it's been to date. And I'm in a ton of pain right now, even though like I'm happy, I'm like pushing through the pain. I've been in pain for probably like 5 days and I can barely use this arm. So I am going to be calling a specialist in a couple minutes when they open to try and see if I can get an appointment in, because I was in a car accident a couple of years ago, and I think that's what this is from, is it's like I must have hurt it and it was already hurt from the car accident. So I think it's like further just like getting worse and worse, and I was doing PT for like 6 weeks and it didn't help at all. So I think if anything, like my arm feels worse now, so I think all of that movement, whatever is wrong with it, just got worse. So I figured I'm not going to mess around. I need to just go and find someone who like specializes in shoulders, and I have, so I'm going to try and like sort that out this week. But that's just like a backup. Like if you see me not using this arm a lot, or if you see that it's like kind of raised up compared to this one, just know it's like really inflamed and I'm in a ton of pain, but I'm pushing through, that's for sure. I still have to use this arm sometimes. It sucks because it's my dominant arm and I cannot use my left arm that well, but I have to try. So, but yeah, good morning, welcome to the weekly vlog. If you guys are new, subscribe. Subscribe for my pain. So yeah, let's get into this little week in my life. So it is 8 p.m. now, and yeah, it's been a day, that's for sure. It's a very Monday, Tuesday, that's for sure. I keep forgetting that it's Tuesday, but yeah. Today was like kind of a little bit of a long day at work. I logged off a little bit later, and I pretty much was writing rationales all day. Pretty much is just like reasonings for the influencer, like why they'd be a great fit for the campaign, kind of what they do, and then some like metrics about them. So my entire day was writing rationales and then sourcing for a campaign that I have been sourcing for a long time, and it's something that I'm helping some people out with. It's kind of like a tougher client. And that's going to be my day tomorrow as well, is probably all morning I'm going to be sourcing again for that same thing. And that's all I can really say about that. But that was my entire day, was literally just those two things, and then like 2 meetings, and that was it. Other than that, I was very fortunate enough that I was able to actually get an appointment with that shoulder specialist, and literally they were like, you were so lucky you got an appointment, like you can come in like first thing in the morning. It was like right after I kind of just said hi to you guys. And yeah, I was able to go. They just took some x-rays. Nothing is broken, which I assumed. I figured it wasn't broken. And then they've booked me with a different PT who apparently is like really good. They're probably going to recommend that I do dry needling. And other than that, they put me on like a muscle relaxant and I think steroids or something like that, just to help, I guess, with the inflammation. So I guess we'll see how that goes. And I guess it's going to be a long process, definitely a couple weeks, maybe a couple months to getting my shoulder back to normal. And then yeah, we just went out for dinner. We were really lazy, and instead of cooking, we decided to just go to an Italian restaurant that's like across the street from us. So we did that. Other than that, we also booked our flights to Connecticut. So we're going to be in Connecticut, I think at the end, yeah, the day this video goes live, the next day, we're going to be in Connecticut. So that'll be fun.
I know it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you. We do this every day, and I'm still so amazed by you. So hold me tight through the night.
Okay, hello everyone, happy Wednesday. I'm literally starting, this is the first like talking point of the day, and it is literally 3:02 p.m. So yeah, it's been quite a busy day. This morning before work, I filmed the like fully furnished apartment tour that you would have seen before this. I think this is like two videos before this. But yeah, I haven't even taken a break. I was gonna update you at lunch, and I just didn't end up taking a lunch at all, which is not good. But it's been a really busy day. We've had like a really, I guess, tight deadline with a client, and yeah, I've just been like working all day, not taking a lunch break. Luckily, Jay went and grabbed me a smoothie, which was really good. This is like my favorite green smoothie. It has a bunch of greens in, like kale, spinach, I think it has mint in, lemon, like whatever it is, it's really good. But I haven't really eaten any food, so hopefully either tonight or after work I need to maybe start like meal prepping or something, so I can actually have like lunches ready to go, because we just don't have anything that we can just like whip up. It's all like proper meals, so I need to work on that, especially working with like a California based company. It's like my meetings often line up when it is lunchtime my time, so I just haven't taken a lunch, and I've been in a few meetings today, so that's how it's going. But I am gonna get back to work. I'm actually gonna go work in the little co-working space that we have in the building, just because I need a change of scenery just to finish out my day, and I will speak to you guys later. Hello. I have the air fryer going, and then also I am sauteing some stuff in the pan, so there's a lot of noise, so I do apologize for that, but hopefully it's not too bad when I'm editing. But yeah, it is a little bit after 7 right now. I finished my workday up at around 6:40, and now Justin is out grilling. We're having turkey burgers for dinner, which is so yummy. It's gonna be, I think, like turkey burgers with like a barbecue sauce, cheese, and arugula, I think is normally how we do it, and then we have some potatoes in there. Like I mentioned, I have really been struggling with eating during lunch, like at this new job. That's one of the biggest adjustments, is like I no longer have time to like make myself a lunch and like a proper lunch unless I have something to heat up, or unless Justin like makes me something. But I feel like I always have meetings at lunchtime, and I struggle to take like a normal lunch, which is really hard. Like you saw today, all I ate was breakfast. I then had that green smoothie, and then I ate a couple of dried apricots, and that's all I've had all day. So I'm really hungry, and I feel like that is obviously really not good for me. So I'm being proactive with it, and I'm super proud of myself. I'm making myself a little meal and Justin for tomorrow. So I'm just gonna make this like a really easy veggie bowl, something that we can just like heat up tomorrow and just eat. So I've got some containers here, and I've just put some rice in it. We've got zucchini and bell peppers here, and then I've got potatoes in the air fryer. So I think that's what we're gonna do. And then I think tomorrow I'm gonna heat that up, maybe add some like fresh vegetables, like some cabbage or something, and just make it like a veggie bowl. And then I'm gonna add a nice sauce to it. Tomorrow I think we have some sort of a sriracha aioli situation, and I think that's gonna be really yummy. Oh, thank you for the kisses. She's literally the cutest dog in the world. Like, this looks great. Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. So we're almost at the end of the week. This morning I actually filmed a little morning routine for you guys, so I'm going to be jumping into work in a second. I just have a few minutes. So I just wanted to say good morning before I start my work day. I have a busy day ahead of me, writing a lot of bios, and I think probably also just like working on a bunch of other campaigns like as the day goes, so we'll see. But yeah, we also have 2 dogs. If you saw the clip this morning of Honey and her friend, we're actually puppy sitting, so we'll see how that goes. We've never puppy sat another dog before, but Honey's like best friend, who is also a mini golden doodle, is staying with us for today and tonight. So they've been playing like crazy, and now they're finally tired, but Honey keeps like barking at her because she's like, play with me. So that's what we're dealing with, and we'll see how this goes with working from home with 2 of us and now 2 dogs in the apartment. So yeah, good morning. Hey, no need to bark. She's tired. She doesn't want to play right now.
For the rest of the week.
So it's now lunchtime. It's around 1:15, and I'm not really taking a lunch break. I'm just kind of like eating and working as I go, because I do have a couple things that I need to finish by like end of today, and I want to make sure I can get them done like in between some of my meetings. But I just wanted to share with you guys that I'm eating my food. I'm really glad that I prepped this. And what do you think, Jay? Good? Tasty? Yeah. So yeah, super yummy. Highly recommend this. This was like a very easy like prepped lunch, and I want to continue to do these. Maybe like prep chicken over the weekend to have for the week for lunches would be kind of nice. Other than that, we have the 2 dogs. They've been like crazy, barking at each other, jumping on the couch, so we've had to cover the couch in blankets, and yeah, it's definitely hard to work in these conditions, that's for sure. But I'm gonna get back to it. I have a lot to do today, so. It is obviously a lot later now. It's around 8 o'clock. Justin and I just went and looked at a couple of properties with our realtor, which was really fun. We found 2 potential good homes that we really like, that are in like a good area and are like pretty affordable, which is really nice for us. So I don't know, we got to think about it tonight. But like I said, we've been like, I mentioned this before, we're looking for homes, but if we find something immediately, like we might get it, but if not, like we really don't need anything until like next year. But just wanted to give you a bit of an update, and we just got back, so we're gonna go in and yeah, just chill the rest of the night and maybe do some editing. Good morning, everyone. I would say happy Friday, but I'm not too happy it's Friday. I woke up this morning and thought it was Saturday. I like woke up because I was like, oh my gosh, like my alarm hadn't gone off yet. And Jay was already up, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like what year is it? I was like, I could have sworn it was a Saturday, and then obviously finding out it was a Friday, I was like, oh, I have so much work to do today. So good morning. Anyway, it's the end of the week, so we got to be happy about that. And we've had beautiful weather all week. Like waking up and like seeing blue skies, I mean, it does put you in a good mood. So I've got my coffee, I've washed my face. I am not working out today because I am just trying to like give my body a break to recover with my shoulder. So I'll probably work out like Saturday and Sunday instead, but I am trying to do still 5 days a week. But now it's mostly cardio with this shoulder injury, but that's better than nothing. So yeah, anyway, Honey's going to be joining us, I guess, for this Q&A portion of the video. So I'm going to try to do these questions like rapid fire, because I do think we have like quite a few questions to go over, and since this is already going to be a week-long vlog, it's probably going to be already kind of long. So I figured let's just like jump into it this morning before I start work, because I feel like every day this week it's been like kind of a busy week, so I feel like I won't be able to really take much of a lunch today because I have a lot of deadlines to hit. So yeah, let's just jump into it. So first question is, like, oh my gosh. First question is something I get every single day on a video, and like, it doesn't really annoy me. It's more, and I get it, I understand, and I would be curious too, but it's more just how sometimes people phrase it. Sometimes people ask it in kind of a rude way. Like this morning I woke up to one and I was like, you could have asked that in a nicer way, but okay. Anyway, so the question is obviously like, where are you from, or like, what's your accent? So I get that question literally every single day when I wake up, and so let me just like go into it. So if you guys don't know, I was born in South Africa, so I am South African. I lived there for 12 years. Most of my family still lives there, and then my parents, my sister and I, we all moved to Australia, and we lived there for 8 years. So I also consider myself like born in South Africa, but I also consider myself Australian because that's like my citizenship, my passport is that. I no longer have like a South African passport, and I'm going to be giving up my South African citizenship because I'm eligible to become a US citizen. So that's what I'm going to be doing, and that's just personally what I want to do. So I consider myself like a little bit of both, especially because the 8 years I spent in Australia, I feel like those were like my formative years. So for me, like, that's what I remember more than living in South Africa, because obviously I was younger. So yeah, I lived there for 8 years, and then same situation, my family all moved to the US, and we've been here about 5 years now. So next one, what motivated you to search for another job? Were you looking for a new job since a long time? Yeah, for a long time, I guess. So I don't know, kind of not. So yeah, let's dive into this. I didn't really talk about this when I did quit my job. I didn't ever dislike my old job, which was working in digital marketing. I still think it was a great first job. I was there for like almost 2 years. I actually was there for 2 years if you include my internship, and I loved my boss, like truly. He was the reason that I stayed for so long, but there was a lot of like red flags and a lot of like people leaving the company, and that was kind of what sparked me to start looking for a new job, because I just felt like as a company we were losing so many people, and that was like giving me like major red flags, and I was like, I think I need to get out of here. And it was like slowly and surely, like it didn't bother me too much, and then we had someone in like kind of close that I used to work with who quit, and I was like, okay, like I gotta start looking, because I just like, it was just like not a good situation. So I did start looking. I applied for a couple jobs, and you know, I was looking for something, preferably in influencer marketing, because that is something I've always loved. I always wanted to do that in college, and I like knew that's what I wanted to do, and I'm really happy with my choice. Do you miss Florida, or do you like living in NC better? I miss parts of Florida. I miss the beach. North Carolina beaches are not the same, and that's obviously like not a surprise. Like we used to live like in West Palm Beach, and we had just amazing beaches. You know, I truly loved those, and I miss our friends for sure. We had such a great community and such a great church there. But to be honest, we've made so many friends here, and it's definitely been a really easy transition. Like the friends we've made here, I absolutely love. We've now found our final church home, which I also really love. So I'm honestly really happy in North Carolina, and I would be okay if we just like lived in North Carolina the rest of our lives. That's kind of why we're looking for a house. But I love the seasons, and I think that's what like Florida was missing. Like I couldn't deal with the fact that it was kind of warm all year round. I need a little bit of change just to spice it up, you know. Next question is kind of the same. Do you like living in Raleigh? I really do. I think there's so much to do here. There is so many new things popping up. It's such a growing place to live, and that's kind of what made us want to live here. Was like when we looked into it, we were like, wow, like the growth opportunity is amazing, and there's all these tech companies coming in, and it's like really exciting. And I love living in Raleigh. I think we picked a great area, and I love like where we live within Raleigh. So how do you stay consistent with your training and fitness, and what does motivate you? That's a great question, and I would say I'm definitely not the person who is consistent with fitness and training. I'm someone who's very like motivated on my own motivation, and I think that's not a good thing. I think if you want to work out and it be long term, it doesn't need to just be motivation. It needs to be like just like consistency and just going, even if you're not motivated. I think that's ideally like what you should be striving for in a way, because I'm someone who's very like emotions very emotions. So when I'm motivated, I am motivated, but when I'm not, I'm really not. So that's just like who I am as a person. And I would say like I go through waves where I'm very consistent, and then I go through waves where I'm not, and I like to change things up a lot. I think that's what makes me want to work out, is like changing up my workout routine. So, one day 1 month I don't like doing weights, 1 month I love doing cardio, or 1 month I want to do Pilates only, and yada yada yada. But I think like it doesn't matter about that. Like just get your body moving and just try and do your best. For me now, I'm being motivated because I now have a friend who I am like working out with at the same time, and I think that's huge. So I would say if you can grab a friend, like go and grab a friend, because it's going to motivate you to like stick to your goals and be like, okay, I am meeting her at this time. So I'd say do that. That's definitely helpful. What does Justin do? Does he also work from home? Yes, so we literally work from home opposite each other. So Justin's in aerospace engineering, which is like very impressive. So I don't really want to get into what he does because it's his own thing, but that's just what he does. How's it going with Honey? Do you train her a lot? It's going, we love Honey, oh my gosh. But yesterday with having 2 dogs was insane. It made me realize that like we can't have a second dog. Like, I don't know, Honey just like, she's such a puppy that she doesn't understand, like she doesn't need to play all the time when there's another dog here. Like the poor dog who we were puppy sitting for, like I could tell she was like, okay, I'm tired. But Honey was like, no, I want to play literally for 8 hours. And I just think she will eventually mellow out. Like she's calm now and she's so sweet and I love her. I think she's the cutest puppy in the world. Like to me, she's the cutest golden doodle, but I know like everyone thinks that about their dog. Yes, we're talking about you, baby girl. Oh my goodness. So I love her, but in my eyes, it's like I would love her to be a little bit better trained, because there was a situation where like she got off leash one time and she wouldn't come back to me, and that scared me so much. Like I was like in tears. I was like, I'm gonna lose her. She's gonna get hit by a car. And so I would love her to be more trained, but I guess we're working on it. Do you easily adjust to changes, or was it hard for you moving and changing jobs? I really love change. I've brought that up before. Like moving around, like to me is so exciting. New jobs, so exciting. But obviously it's nerve-wracking at the same time, because you're like, oh my gosh. But for me, I wouldn't say like, I would say it's easy. For me, it was easy to adjust, but I think it's also because I worked from home before and I'm working from home now. So it's like realistically, I'm just changing, like my every day hasn't changed too much. So it's like, not that big of a deal. But obviously like adjusting to a new company and learning things can be hard. Like I'm technically still in training right now, even though I'm doing a lot of work and stuff like that. I'm technically still in training, so I don't have my own campaigns. I'm kind of just like helping people with their campaigns. So, I mean, there's an adjustment with everything, and I think you got to give yourself grace to learn and take that time to learn, because you're never going to learn things on the first day. Have you found a church that you like? How do you approach to make new friends since you moved? So yes, we found a new church that we like. We've been going like, it's like gotta be like our 4th or 5th time going, and I really like this church. We actually met a couple the other day who, one of our goals is to like jump into a group, and they both have groups, like a women's group and a men's group. And so I think we're gonna try do that. I'm gonna try do the women's group next week. So I just wanna meet, more people within the church. That's the only thing we're missing, is like we haven't really met a ton of people, but I know there's a ton of people there. We just gotta be more outgoing and approach people like we did with this couple. And then same thing about like making new friends. You just need to be awkward and like go up to people and introduce yourselves and just be like, we're new. So that's what we do. Like we walk Honey around the area and we're like, oh, we're new. Like, what do you guys think of the area? And like, talk to them. Are you local? And most times I feel like people aren't, so you can connect on that. And you just gotta be like outgoing. Or even Justin like asked a guy like, oh, I love your haircut. Where did you get your haircut? And now we're like friends with him and his dog. So you just gotta like pick someone, like, just like go up to people and see what fits. And now we've made a ton of friends, and I think Justin's really outgoing, so that helps as well. How did you meet Justin? Since how long did you live in the US? So Justin and I met when I was still in college, so we were both living in Connecticut at the time. He was working, and literally, if you've heard Rachel's podcast, you'll know that he literally DM'd me on Instagram, and somehow that worked. I don't know. He asked me something that I remember I kind of had to respond to. It wasn't like a cheesy DM, but whatever it was like, I was like, oh, I need to respond to that. And yeah, we kind of went on our first date. It wasn't right away. I took my time about it, but after our first date, we were like, yeah, I really like him. We clicked right away. We had so much in common, and yeah, now we're married, which is kind of crazy. And then yeah, I've lived in the US 5 years. And then how is Honey liking her new home? So she loves it. She loves North Carolina. If you guys have seen any of the videos where I show her like with her little nose sticking out the car, like she loves how much cooler it is here compared to Florida. I mean, with her coat, that's kind of obvious, but all the smells here, like I can just tell she's so happy here. It's so crazy. I'm like, you're definitely like a North Carolina dog. Like, she's so cute, and she loves it so much here. So I think that's all the questions that I'm going to answer, because I feel like this is going to be a little bit longer. And I think that's like some of the main questions I've had is kind of church and the job and yada yada yada. But yeah, if you guys have any other questions, like feel free to ask. I'm happy to like answer any questions that you guys have, and you can leave them down below. So yeah, I think with that all being said, I am going to finish editing this morning's video that's supposed to go live. I just want to quickly say I'm really proud of myself. I've been filming a lot this week, and it's like I'm just really proud of myself because I really need to be organized this month so I don't miss videos. And it's like I filmed 3 videos this week. I think I'm going to be filming another tomorrow because I have like something that's coming that's a sponsorship that I'm so excited for. You guys have no idea. It's not Princess Polly, that's still coming, but it's something else, which is so exciting. So I'm like, I think all of that is like really motivating me to be like, I want to film. And yeah, I don't know, I'm in a good place, which is really nice because I've been like slacking with the filming lately. But I'm gonna just like finish editing it so I can get it live, and luckily we have fast Wi-Fi, so I'm gonna do that before I start my like busy work day and have some breakfast. So yeah, so I just finished wrapping up editing the morning routine. I just want to show you guys how crazy our Wi-Fi is because it kind of blows my mind still. Our old Wi-Fi would take like 2 or 3 hours to do something like this, but like watch how quickly this is gonna load. So literally look at this. Uploading, 48 seconds left. Granted, it's like an 8-minute video, but isn't that crazy? Okay, yeah, now it's like, yeah, 30 seconds left. Like, what? Literally blows my mind. Like, I think that's so cool. Like, I've never had fast internet like this in my entire life. And we don't even have like the fastest internet you can get in our building. And it's like, yeah, literally a couple seconds. And it's an 8-minute video. It's not a 20 or 30-minute video, but it's crazy. Super cool. Yeah, it's like finished already, and now it's just like processing. Wild. But anyway, I really like this morning routine. I hope you guys like it. I love the like little intro, and I like some of the parts that I edited it, so I hope you guys like it. Yeah, so really happy about that. Kind of perfect timing. I'm just gonna like put in the description, put in the title, and then I'm gonna jump to work for the day. So it's just an update on everything. Good morning everyone, happy Saturday. So I didn't really vlog last night, like after I finished work, because honestly I had like the craziest work day of my life. I feel like this entire video I've been like, I've been working late, I've been having like a crazy week, but this honestly has been a crazy work week. Granted, I still love my job, so don't get me wrong, like doing what I do, like sourcing influencers and that kind of thing, like I don't mind working late because I do really like my job. But yesterday I literally started my workday early and finished late, and I worked so hard. I literally didn't even take a lunch break. I don't even know what I ate yesterday. I can't even tell you. It was so crazy. Like I remember just being like, once I started work, I was working 24/7. Like I was just freaking grinding yesterday. It was crazy. And then literally like as I wrapped up, like we had dinner reservations with friends, and I was like 30 minutes late to our dinner reservations. Like Jay went early because that's how late I was working. So not to like you know, make you guys think you have to work late, or like that this is glamorous. I'm trying to tell you it's not glamorous. Like, I was running late. I didn't even like change or anything. I went straight to dinner, like, and I was 30 minutes late. Justin ordered me an Aperol Spritz, which was well needed. That's like literally my favorite cocktail ever. It was our signature drink at our wedding, and I love those. And then I had a really good dinner. I had grilled salmon. It was super yummy, and yeah, that was really good. But that was like my day yesterday. And then last night we just like sat on the couch, and yeah, I just like didn't do a thing. So that was like my Friday night. So anyway, now it's Saturday morning, and I'm having like the most little perfect Saturday morning. I woke up, made myself a coffee, I've got Gilmore Girls playing, and I am just editing this vlog that you guys are watching right now. So this is like my perfect Saturday morning. Like, this is what I love about Saturdays. So really a good like slow start. I was supposed to go to a golf game today, a golf tournament with Justin, but he went instead on his own because I was just tired, and the weekend flies by so quickly. I'm like, I just need my relaxing Saturday morning. I just find our weekends are so social that I kind of just need this Saturday morning just to like catch up after a busy work week. But yeah, I guess that's it for this, you know, week in my life vlog. I feel like I was a little bit all over the place, and I feel like I didn't vlog too much throughout the week just because I had such a crazy work week. I guess this is just kind of like real life, having like a crazy work week and how I'm like handling it, and that I'm trying to like meal prep now and all sorts of things. But I hope you guys liked this little like week in my life. I hope it wasn't like too boring. Hope it wasn't like too boring for you guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed the Q&A. I know I've been saying for the longest time I needed to do that Q&A, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little week in my life. I'm gonna try to do more week in the lives, but there's definitely a lot of exciting videos coming out, so stay tuned for that. I'm so excited for so many things coming up in the month of June, and of course the fact that it's summer, just like, summer is one of my favorite seasons, so yeah. Anyway, I guess I'll see you guys all in the next video, and I hope you guys have a wonderful week. And yeah, just subscribe if you guys are new. It really helps my channel out, and I appreciate all of your support, so thank you again. So I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye everyone.